at it again. Got another 2 YouTubers that are picking my shades. It's myself, Glam Goat, which is Sue, and then we have Beth from Mama Vapes. And I'm really close friends with them. I speak to them almost. Well, Sue, I speak to every day. Mama Vapes, when she's going through some things sometimes, and then, but we still speak very, very often. So we are using the Jawbreaker palette, and I've never done a collab with this palette. I got this palette from Sue a few months ago, but I haven't used it in a video yet because I don't think I have. I'm not sure. So Sue picked for me, what's it called? Tasty and Wow, which is this brown and this yellow. Hello, Lori. I'm not a mirror when it comes to yellow. I think Lori looks really great with yellow. She's very nice. And then Mama Vapes picked for me Snack, fucking pink, and Brain Freeze. Yay, someone picked up blue. So I'm going to, oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to use the yellow. Honestly, it's not usually what I do, but I'm going to use yellow as the transition shade. Am I? Am I really? Yes, I am. Okay, because I never know what I'm doing until I'm actually doing it. And so it can turn into an absolute mess, but I'm going to pack it on there. I do have some eyeshadow primer on. See, I can see it on the camera. I can see it very, very well. I cannot see it very well in my mirror. I don't understand why. I hope you guys can hear me. I was mentioning in one of my last videos that my microphone, my puppy ate it. So I was using a Bluetooth, which was working really well. I could hear the audio really good. Didn't even have to turn it up in my editing. But you know, I lost that one in a dressing room. So yeah, it's Mecari here. And so anyways, I went to Five Below because that's where I got it. And I should have known that the same brand wasn't going to be there. And it wasn't. Look at this. I look all yellow now, don't I? Like there, the eyes, the face, somehow, I don't know. But this, they didn't have the same brand, so I got this different brand. This one here, you can barely see it, you can barely feel it. Lasts 9 hours, and so I'm trying it without the microphone right now, and I'm really hoping this is going to work. I don't like to recreate looks, but maybe that could be a challenge in the future. I just talk too much. I shouldn't always say my ideas. Well, what the hell. Okay, so the next one I want to go into is the Tasty. That is that brown color. And I'm going to just kind of put it like that. Okay, so I can never get... I kind of draw it on there. I'm going to blend it out later. And like I can never get this one and this one to function because as you can see, like this eye and this eye have 2 different shapes. Like this one's way bigger, like a hamster that got squeezed or something. Okay, so okay, that one I'm gonna try to get it exactly the same way as the other eye, but I doubt that's gonna work. Just marking the territory, y'all. That's what I call it. Okay. So with these puppies, okay, I'm going to tell you, these 2 little dogs, I have trained pits. I have trained Danes. These little dogs are something else. Now, Chewy was fine. Chewy's always been like, she doesn't need a leash or anything. She comes with you everywhere you go. She is very trusting from the get-go. This one doesn't really come from the best background, so she is a little bit the trauma mama. That's what I should have named her, Trauma. And so, well, anyways, they are not like, I was thinking Chewie would be like the mama figure, and she would be like the little daughter, because Chewie is so old. But see, Chewie can't see, she can barely hear, she has no teeth. And this one here, I likes to use her as a pushover, and she's, it's more like two sisters that are fighting all day long. It just blows my mind. Anyway, so I'm going to cut my crease now, and I'm going to put that, I know it looks like shit right now, but I'm going to put that snack on it, that pink. It is a pretty pink. It's not bright pink, it's a dark pink. There is, actually, even though I can't stand pinks, there is a pink in this palette I'm going to eventually use once I get up the time and the courage for it, because, you know, pinks are just not a thing. But I really want to use this one. And it's called Bubblegum. So I don't want to, you know, discourage myself by watching other people's videos. Oh, you know what? I got an idea now. I'm not going to use just that pink here. I got a whole different idea now. I'm just going to use, because that pink is a shimmer, I'm going to use it as a halo. Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. With the blue on the inside corners, because the blue and the brown, they match very good. So I'm using the Jeffree Star concealer. This is like the fairest of them all. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Fairlight or something. I can't see. It's like really microscopic small. So I hope this video doesn't take too long. In the background you can hear Larry Flint, The Naked Truth. I love that movie. And in all honesty, he's one of the very first public figures that stood up for the First Amendment rights. Because he was sued by Jerry Falwell. And even though it was a big case, he said, well, whatever is under my case should, you know, should have success if I win, because I'm the worst. And I really like how he put himself out there as the worst case possible, because just imagine the comedians and stuff from nowadays. I don't know, Larry Flint is like the porn thing, but the comedians and everything from nowadays would never really have a voice if it wasn't for him appealing for his rights against Jerry Farrell, whatever. Okay, so little anxiety there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stack off some more of this brown right here. It's amazing how different the color looks as soon as you put it on a white base. I really like it. It looks a lot more intensive. Okay, so let's smudge that a little like that. Then I'm going to go with the same brush and with the Rain Freeze, which is the blue. And I'm going to put the blue right here. Tuck it in there nice and cutely. I'm going to tuck it in on this inside too. Right there. And it's, I don't know, I think it's like 5:30 in the morning. Fixing to go out and feed the dogs. And then I'm not sure. I think I have to run to the store. And then I am going to focus on going to sleep, because I do have to work tonight. Unfortunately, somebody had called me from work last night wanting to know if I could come in because they weren't feeling well. Well, the problem is when people call me on my days off, I'm fucking asleep. Like, that's no joke. I'm asleep. That's what I do. I go to sleep at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's it until about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. On my days off. Usually Saturdays, I don't sleep at all. That's not the color I wanted. I stay up so I can try to sleep a little later at night and then be able to go to my meetings. Because, you know, people in recovery need their meetings. And if I can't make it all week, I do insist on my Sunday meetings. That's my favorite meetings. I see that basically the same people. But I do like to go to out-of-town meetings. I went to one in Daytona, and which I thought was cool because theirs is a little bit different than ours. Ours is just, you know, the building has a name, but their meetings on itself had names. So now I'm going to go in with that pink in the center. Oh, how cute. Okay. Oh, there's still plenty on that brush right there. And so their meetings had names like the Hopeless Loneliness groups, or yeah, just the meetings had names, and I thought that was really cool. Like Sundays was such a group's name, and then people had their topics which they could relate to most, and then they went to those meetings. So now I'm going to take a thinner brush like this, just because it has a thinner tip. Take that brown. I'm going to go really close to the waterline so I don't look really pale from that, you know, that blue. Which normally mascara takes care of it anyways. Because I don't wear eyeliner at the bottom too much unless I do like a cat eye, or, you know, I just don't really wear eye, or some colorful, I like colorful liners. Okay. Alright, so let's just touch up a little bit on the brown and smoke it out some, do my lashes in the liner, and I'll be right back. That's the end of the story. I actually think these colors worked out pretty well together. This reminds me of kind of like a cotton candy, and I like how the brown and the yellow kind of collide. Reminds me of a bumblebee or something. My Bluetooth is just acting totally crazy now, so let me go ahead and put me on a lippy. Oh, what am I going to do? All right, this is kind of like a reddish, but it's a lip mask. I think it's a lip mask, isn't it? It is. It has some color, so I won't look too pasty. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. I will put Mama Vape's Beauty and Glam Goat's video down in my description box. I'm so glad she gave me this palette. I remember when this palette came out, everybody was doing collabs on it, and I didn't have the money. And then it came out on a buy one get one, and everybody was doing collabs, and I felt so left out, and I didn't have any money. So she finally gave it to me when I went to visit her, and this was almost a year ago, and we're just now doing the collab. So I really thank you so much, Sue, and thank you guys for doing this collab with me and watching my video. Love you so much.